Now, boys, good morning, good morning. New start to the month. It is, well, it's a bit later than when I should have filmed this, but that's not the point. But it is a new month, and new month brings new opportunities, and I'm well excited for it. I'm all for it. But starting off the week, not strong, but just with a slapper. We were close to TP, we got edged, which is a bit annoying, but ended up, 2% loss. Nothing crazy. Followed our rules, got a good entry. Came down, almost hit take profit, like not far off, about like 4 or 5 pips away, which isn't too bad. Came all the way back up, tags us in for a second, then comes back down. I'm like, beautiful, it's now going to come sweep down the lower liquidity and then, hit our take profit. Didn't. It then ended up just consolidating and then hitting our SR. But it's okay, it's okay. 2% loss so far. That was for the first. Now, the second, I meant to put a message in, but we didn't. Obviously, we got our Asia low sweep, as you can see here. Then when it came to our ranged enter, the 8 to 810, as you can see, there is not a single candle, which is pushing towards the buy side. Now, I know that some of you may say that this one right here is more pushing towards the buy side, but because that the wick is double the size of the SL, well, not the SL, but the wick is bigger than the body, and it just shows that, the buy power was just kind of pushed down and overpowered by the sells that we ended up just not entering, which was a clear, perfect indicator. We, called that perfectly, that, sells were more powerful, despite that being ending on a buy, and on a green candle. We can clearly see that sells took over that, and boy, oh boy, did they. So for the whole 10 minutes, it was just basically sell candles, so we didn't get an entry, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. We didn't get an entry, we didn't lose anything, and it's part of the plan. So in that instance, we ended up missing out on a loss, so it's perfect. And then the third, see, we got a juicy 2% winner. Beautiful, straight out down to TP. That was a beautiful win. That was really good, that. And just to let you know, that finished in 15 minutes. How beautiful is that? Got our entry, finished out in 15 minutes and made 2%. Beautiful. But that brought us back down to 0%, so break even for the month, despite it only being 3 days. And then on the 4th, we couldn't get an Asia sweep. So there was no Asia sweep for before 10 past 8, which is annoying. It's annoying, but, following the rules, we get this a lot. Well, not a lot, but we've been getting it a lot in August. But August was a rough month. Sometimes no trade is still a trade. It still counts. It's still part of the plan. And it avoids unnecessary losses. There's no point forcing an entry when it's not there. That's like with the second. But then coming up on the 5th, end of the week, we ended up on a 2% loss, which, is a pretty choppy day. There was no news, nothing really going on. There was no power or anything, but ended up coming up for a loss. Just a slow, steady loss, which was annoying. But that brought us down to 2% loss for the month. But we ended up with 1 to 2 ratio, which isn't too bad. 2% is easily recoverable. Nothing bad with that. But we're going to pop off into the next week. Enjoy the weekend. I probably won't be enjoying it because I'll be working, but it's okay. It is what it is. We've got our monsters to keep us going. It's the only thing that keeps you awake. But yeah. Anyways, that is that, boys. That is the end of that week's trades. Hopefully that was useful and kept you guys in the loop. If you guys do want to trade with us live, learn the strats, play it with us, grow with us, and follow us on the journey, then make sure you hop in the Discord. It's in the bio. You might as well. It's another trading Discord where everyone's growing and probably in a similar stage to you. Not everyone's got the most amount of funding. I have 20k funding, but from tomorrow, because it's actually Monday today, from tomorrow, I'm going to be trading my live. Was going to be playing it slow, but fuck it. We're going to trade live. We're just going to get the 5 trading days done. If it's negative, it's negative. I'm just going to leave it. If it's positive, that's great. I'm just going to leave it anyways and just take the payout. So I've secured a payout. I've paid off the account, and I've actually seen a return. That will help with the motivation and help with the psychology and the fact that, okay, I've seen a return of some kind. That's huge. The first payout completely changes your mindset on everything. Because you realize, okay, it's actually possible. It's no longer just a concept in your head. The thing you've been grinding for 3, 4, 5 months, maybe a year or 2, is now actually proving itself to you that it is possible. That is the main thing. You could have passed phase 1s, phase 2s. I've passed 7 phase 1s in this cycle, And I'm currently trading phase 2s slowly. Now, granted, if I was playing it how I played those phase 1s, I would have blown them all from August. But that's not the point. It's not the point. We're playing it smart, and we've played it smart at the correct times, and we played it risky at the correct times. And it has played out well for us. But we were in control with it, you know? I had 12 phase 1s. Yes, that's a lot. I played, some of them were already down from previous challenges and attempts, but I played them risky, and it paid off. I worked it out in my head, and I thought, is it actually worth it? Am I willing to lose these accounts? And I was like, well, the account's already down 6%. I might as well just do an all or nothing trade. The ones that made an all or nothing, well, the one that won all, I ended up getting them back to break even. And then I had a fresh account to trade with. You know, you just got to play the odds. And I did that, and it worked out really well. So I'm on phase 2s. That is the end of that week. Hopefully next week runs us a lot better. And hopefully we can get another maybe 6-7% month. Play it a bit risky. Hopefully get a payout. And, you know, we never know what the next week will hold for us. But I'll catch you all in the next one, boys. Happy trading. Good luck. Follow your strats. Don't break your rules.